All right, so reading his post, seeing his post, because he tagged me in the post, right? I'm not afraid to be openly honest because he talking about how I'm only saying yeah. So let me be honest, right?
Hold on, let me just take fault for that.
Now that segment, it was a segment of our conversations toward the end after he had got done working. Let me fix the audio. And I believe that video, I might have put something in the comments addressing that, but it's completely understandable. And you know, shout out to you, you was doing your thing. And shout out to them, they're watching all our content. You know, there is something that I do want to address in this video. I'm gonna let us continue to cook though.
Because at the end of the conversations, you know, it was segmented like that.
So what I gotta say on that is like, he said, I also got it on tape where I called you out about the Toriyama disrespect live video you made on me that you, of course, apologized for.
Now, this is extremely out of context. I would even go as far as to basically call him a lie for how disingenuously he tries to use this out of context factor. Listen, this is when you disrespected Toriyama's death, and I said, oh, so you talking like this when somebody over here dies, but when it's somebody that you know, look at how you were talking. And you didn't care that you were being a hypocrite. You basically just said, don't talk about him. My people are off limits. Anybody that I care about is off limits. And so I said, well, listen, since you feel like that, I took the video down, so you can't play with my character. Came to you for a conversation on Discord where I said, listen, man, at this point in time, I'm gonna attempt to be genuine in this and moving forward. Made it very clear that if there was anything I handled wrong, I apologize for that. That I think that you handled many things inappropriately. You think that I handled many things wrong, and I apologize for anything that I had handled wrong. And nigga, you did the same. You told me, what if my child sees that video that's up? And I reminded you that that would be somewhat similar and symmetrical to my child seeing that your homie mentioned them in a video that you endorsed. So as you see, he doesn't understand human decency, because human decency was me saying, hey, I'm attempting to put this in the past. I'm gonna be the bigger man in this situation. I've already taken the first step to show the faith. You cannot question my character from here. If you continue on, it's just because you want to win. It's not because I'm such a toxic individual that I just can't be trusted. It's because of you. And I proved that with that conversation, and you're proving it yet again by bringing up that conversation and the human decency that was given in that conversation and trying to abuse the context that it was given to you in. I never said that you didn't diss Toriyama. You did. I never said you didn't disrespect his death. You did. During that conversation, I said, listen, and multiple times, I said, listen, the point of us having this conversation is for us to try and create something productive, right? Not for us to get on here, argue, and recycle a whole bunch of things. I think you handled certain things wrong. You think I handled certain things wrong. If there are any things that I handled wrong, I apologize for those things. And only in pursuance of something productive toward us putting that to the side, which I told everybody on YouTube that I had done genuinely, and I didn't lie about that. And so, as you can see, since he's flexing that conversation, you can tell that he was just a snake rubbing his hands together, thinking that he had the advantage because somebody wasn't playing slimy, because somebody was being genuine. He thought he had an advantage. Now, I want you to think about something. During this point in time, he is at this point making posts, asking me to debate him, asking me to get on another call with him, while he's flexing out of context lies about the nature of the conversation we had. You're washed.